baby got the whole thing down. From the Hudson River down to Chinatown, laid up in bed till the sun goes down. Me and my baby got the whole thing down.
We're all from around these parts, around the mountains of Southwest Virginia and Northeast Tennessee, and our music reflects, I think, at least a little bit, and it kind of, we tell stories about this area.
Vinny smells bad. That's kind of, but he's funny, so that works out. Sturgill's mean. Daniel's very dismissive. He acts aloof, and I don't particularly care for that. Charles doesn't understand why there's drums on the record, so he's been difficult. And then, you know, we could never find Jordan. Mostly we had to chase him down. Like it'd be, you know, say if we're supposed to start at 12, at 3, everybody'd be like, well, Jordan says he's on his way. Alan, by the way, is the picture of professionalism.
I tell you, it's a really high energy. It's a great time. We have good chemistry. We've all hung out for a while and make inside jokes and cut up and laugh and play around with the crowd. It's just a great time.
Well, Folk Soul Revival. We were in a band originally, 3 of us. Jordan and Brandon and I were in a band, and then we stopped doing that. That was kind of a rock band, and we decided we wanted to do kind of a rootsy thing. So we started playing, then we needed some talent, so we called Justin Venable. And that didn't work out, so then we had to get Alan to come too. But you know, I think it's more like what we're used to, you know, being at home. So this music really fits us.
And then I kind of joined later on, and then Alan Cormier joined afterwards, and it just kind of magic happened when we all got together, and we've been playing now for, I guess, almost 2 years.
I would say that everybody in the band has a different style of writing music. They all come together to make one good whole album, I feel like. They're each different, and they're mostly about home, love, drinking, and fun. I mean, that's basically what it's about. That's what I feel.
Do you feel like that sums up the band, home, drinking, love, and fun?
Yeah, actually it does.
To describe our music, we've really said that it's kind of Appalachian throwdown or rowdy roots. We kind of combine a little bit of home, which is actually in some of our songs, with a little bit of stage presence where we like to break things sometimes. So
that would be Brandon Sturgill. He said we kind of had a folk sound, because we do. I mean, we play some bluegrass instruments, kind of make it folky. The soul comes from kind of Daniel's voice a little bit. And the revival part is we've all played in different bands and kind of come together to make one.
He worked for the company where the union was best. Had a band in his back and black lung in his chest. The ceilings were low, but his spirits were high. 10 miles deep till the day that he died. My daddy sold his soul to old 13.
Working with Folk Soul Revival was great because you need things you need for a great CD is you need great songs, great players, and great singers, and all those bases are covered. They played great. It was a good hang. It was never hard work. It was only having fun. And it was a pleasure for me. I'm from this area, and it was a pleasure for me to be able to come home, do the record in Big Stone Gap, you know, record regional music with people about the area where I'm from, and that was a huge treat, and it was really special for me to be able to do it here and have this experience with these guys.
The name of the album is Words Off a Tongue, and that's actually, it's a lyric from one of the songs on the album. Right now it will be available at shows, I guess primarily, but it will be on iTunes and maybe Amazon and stuff like that.
We have a drummer on the album. The biggest difference between playing with a drummer and without a drummer is it's a little bit more pressure on me to kind of keep the time, but most of the time I kind of keep what I hear with drums in my head to kind of keep me on track. And so playing with a drummer in the studio was just perfect. It just fit really well, and I think everybody gelled really well with him, and so worked out pretty good.
I hope with this CD that it gets out just not in the area or the region, but throughout the whole country, because I really think that we have some good stuff, and I think everybody in every state could relate to some part of our music at least.
Recording, being in a recording studio is definitely a different experience because you're focusing on perfection, because it's going to be played over and over again. Live shows, you just kind of let it fly. But they're two totally different experiences, but they're both very, very great because the finished product that we have right now, we've listened to it, I've listened to it, and it's very satisfying to hear it when it's completely finished.
I love that all these people are my friends and that we've all played music together like over the past probably 6 years, and all of us have been in separate bands together, and it kind of came together to make just one big happy family.